Did we go live? It's live. We're live.
We are live. Woo! Yay! How about that? Nice. So what are we doing today, Mr. Matt?
We're going to do some casting today. I have a bowl. I have a bowl that we're going to be casting. It's nice we have a couple people in here, but can't wait for everybody.
Yep. Well, they can watch the rebroadcast.
There you go. We'll be casting Sycamore bowl, Sycamore and Resin together.
Oh, nice.
It'll be about 10 inches, 10.5 inches in diameter, and about 8 inches tall.
Nice.
Basically the size of a 5-gallon bucket, and about 8 inches filling it up. So that's what we're working on today. Let me flip you around. See if I can do this with gloves on. Feel a lot cooler if I could.
Use your nose. I've done it.
Look at there.
Ooh, okay. Look at this setup. Nice.
So we're using Luminolite Clear Slow as our casting material. It's got about a 12-minute working time. And so if you ever want to know about resin, read the instructions. Okay. The worst thing you can do is not read the instructions and you measure it wrong, or it's wanting it by volume, or if it's wanting it by weight. And Luminolite Clear Slow is by weight. And so we will be measuring these all by weight, equal parts. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So what I'll do is we're going to turn on our scale, and we'll tear it to the apparatus, and I'm going to pour in.
Did you say this is 1-to-1?
It is 1-to-1 by weight.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice.
That's 409 grams.
All right. 400.
So what I'll do is all of them right at 409.
Oh, so you've already calculated how much epoxy you're going to need for this?
Yes.
Okay. That is important. And I would recommend to anyone watching to get some silicone molds for any times where you have a little extra epoxy left over. You can just pour it into those silicone molds and
all right. So now we're gonna
side things.
So now we're gonna pour some part B into it.
So this would be 818. Right?
Yep. So I just teared it all out, so that way I'll have the same exact. I'm just shooting for that 409 again.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. All right. Cool. All right. So we got these 3. Now we're gonna mix these on up.
So I'm also going to be using paste on these. So I'll be using a paste on these. I'll go ahead and add my paste now. That way when I'm mixing it, I'm just mixing everything together.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is the white paste.
Yep.
You can confirm that for me, right?
That is white. Yes, you are correct.
There we go. Good. Don't ask me. And this one is the red. It's red.
That is red. Yes.
And the paste
Johnny
we
and
all use
got that out
legend.
there.
Legend is a solid color. And that's blue.
I'll verify this for you.
Yeah. That's green and that's black. Okay. It just looks a weird color blue to me.
That is a very dark blue.
Okay. So now the colors are out, everything's out. We can just pull in what we're mixing.
Look at that. So I actually did not know there was a paste. I'd only heard of like pigment and like the liquid drops.
Yeah, so the paste is Candy Pigments. They have a paste that they do, and it's very thick, and it don't take a lot, as you can tell, and
Yep.
it's there.
Wow.
And I'll mix this some more. I just got to want to get the gist of it together at least, so it starts doing its thing.
Yep. I guess that is blue. Yeah, that did look weird. That blue looked weird when you were.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It almost had a brown tinge to it, to me.
Yeah. I mean.
Now, when you're doing the colors like this, if you're pouring colors with pigments, the flakes or the granulars, if you pour it with those, this has a higher specific gravity, so it tends to want to fall through it. So if I'm pouring it with pigments, I always pour this last. That way it'll fall through the colors.
Gotcha.
Always scrape your edges. Always get the bottom completely, as you want everything mixed up uniformly for homogeneous. What I don't want is colors blending on this.
We got a famous arm shot here.
Do you like that arm shot? Hey, putting out the guns out there. Pew, pew, baby.
The most famous arm on YouTube.
Yeah, that's good blue right there. So now what we want to do, let's take a temperature. So right now we're at 76.5. 76. 76. So we're sitting right at 75.9, 76.
All right.
And what we're looking for is about 95 degrees is when we're going to start doing the pour. And it don't take long to heat up. Like I said, about 12 minutes working time. So in about 10 minutes, it'll be ready to go, and we'll cast it. Just before that, I'll pull my mold or my my burl or my wood piece on this particular case. It's a spalted Sycamore. I'm going to pull it out of the oven. I have it heated at 140 degrees. So that way, when I pour the resin, they're the same temperature.
Oh, so you won't have like weird temps when it's doing
Right.
its exothermic.
That's right. So I don't get no exothermic cracking. It bonds better. It's just a better thing. Now, usually I keep my mold in there as well. On this particular case, I got it inside the air pot, pressure pot, just because it's have a small oven. That's a lot of room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mold, which I have a 5-gallon bucket, cut down on my mold for me, and I got some mold release. And what I need to do is get a piece of tape. Grab that real quick. I'm just putting a piece of tape at the bottom of it.
And now, what's the purpose of that?
Give me a second here. Yeah. In here. Get that heating up. Won't take that much, but we'll take this mold. Now that I got the piece of tape there, I'm going to spray this down with the demolder so that hopefully I can get out of here quicker.
Yep.
So they're sprayed. That piece is not sprayed, and that's where I'll put my hot glue when I stick my bowl down to it.
Okay.
That way it doesn't float.
Yep.
It is made of wood. Last time I checked, it does float. So we're at 81.
Yes, thank you, Paul. Hit the thumbs up if you're watching. We appreciate it.
What's that?
Paul said to show you some love and hit the thumbs up.
Oh, I appreciate that. All right. So there's the bowl blank. I've cut it up.
Look at that. Wow.
Okay. And it's got its own crack that's up inside of it.
That's going to look so cool.
I'm actually going to put this side down. Well, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Either way, I'd rather have it up so that way the way the crack is done, that way I make sure I get the resin up inside there.
Yep.
So.
Now, what did you say was your optimal pour temperature?
I'm looking for 95. Between 95 and 115. 115 is like, I mean, that's dangerous, quite honestly.
Okay.
Because it's gonna burst after 100 at 115. I mean, it's gonna not burst. It's gonna start to react fast at 115 degrees. So,
okay.
I usually start pouring about 95 to 100 degrees, depending on if I'm ready or not. And that's usually where I try to pour. That's for this particular resin.
Okay.
Not all resins are at that temperature. Okay. And so you can read, they usually have a data sheet on your resin that'll tell you the temperatures or tell you the times that you have, your working times. So this is 12 minutes on this for working time. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the reason I use
Again.
Alumilite Clear Slow all the time is because Alumilite Clear Slow, you can pour. I've been able to pour very deep with it and not have any problems with it. Never had any cracking, anything like that.
Okay.
Because, I mean, as you can see, this is a pretty deep mold. That's a pretty deep mold. We will have a deep layer in there. And usually with a lot of resins, if you have a deep layer, you'll have a crack that forms because it's got too much heat that comes into it.
Gotcha.
Now, if I was doing smaller pours with more colors, right?
Yep.
I would put all my resin into one pot, get it close to the temperatures, around 80 degrees, and then I would separate out my resins, put my colors in it, because as you make them smaller, it's a smaller mass, so it heats up slower. But with these are pretty good sized masses here. This is what is this? 28 ounces for each one of these. So it's pretty good size mass. So we're at 89 right now. Yep, 89.4. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. There you go.
Yep, that's showing up.
And so we'll start pouring at about 95. What I'll do is I'll put my glue in about 95. I'll pull the tape, put the glue in, lower the piece into it, and then make sure it's stuck. And then I'll turn around and start pouring. So we should be about 100 when I'm pouring. Or I might go a little sooner here, depending on how dry the bowl is. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're getting dry. Hot glue coming out yet? Oh yeah, got some hot glue there. Got some hot glue there, don't you know?
Oh yeah.
Gotta love those. Is that a battery powered glue gun or again?
No, it's just a squeeze by hand. I didn't get the battery powered one. This is actually was my wife's, and she allowed me to use it, and I kind of kept it.
Like commandeered it.
Yeah, it's just because I use it more than her.
Hey, that's a justifiable reason.
There you go. So I'm gonna turn the camera. Hopefully I don't get too seasick when you're turning this thing.
There we go.
Trying to make it so you can see what's going on. What's going on? There we go. All right, so we can see.
Yep, that's a good view.
Okay, so I'm gonna check on our temperatures at 93, respectively. 93, 93.4. So a couple more seconds here.
So that was my other question. So when you hit that, because I know with most epoxy, once it hits a certain temp, it'll go from that kind of that optimal temp to over temp within seconds. Is that the case with that Alumilite?
Oh yeah. So at 110, 115, you're like I said, right on the brink of losing it. And 125, you're gone. It's going to start setting down a cup.
Solidify. Okay.
Yeah. So
that's good info to know.
Yeah. Especially if you try to pour outside in your unconditioned shop, you want to make sure that the temperatures are lower so it don't set up so quick on you.
I feel like that was directed.
I know anybody who's ever done that. Yeah.
Nobody that we know has ever done it, right?
And if you notice, like the rubber mats that are down here, I do that so I don't glue anything to my bench.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Another great lesson learned.
Yes, it is much so. So we're at 99. So it just in a couple seconds went that fast.
Yeah.
So
you're ready. Are you ready to pour at that point?
I'm pouring now.
Let's do it. Woo!
Oh, nice. And you can already see, it's gelled up quite a bit.
Oh wow.
I don't think I got enough resin. We might have a 2-part pour here.
Oh.
And was that a 3-gallon bucket?
This was a 5.
Oh, okay, you just cut it down.
Yeah.
That's just the blank is bigger than what I was thinking.
Oh, blank is much bigger. What I didn't take into effect is everything that I cut out of the blank.
Now,
Why
do you
that
end up
would be
weighting?
important?
Yeah. Do you end up weighting down the blank?
I
Or
glued
does
it.
it solidify fast? Oh, you glued it. That's right. Never mind. I missed that part.
Yep. So I hot glued it so it stayed in place. That's what was the piece of the tape was so important. So we're almost to the top, but not quite there. All right, so now I'm going to try to turn you a little bit here without getting everything on my equipment here. Stick you down in the pressure pot.
Ooh, baby.
The matte dash. Get it in there before it gets too hot, so I can get a pressure.
Knock down some of those bubbles.
Pressure. Yep.
What's up?
Jamie. Jamie said, hopefully it was 105 before you started mixing that resin.
Then we're going to fill it up to 60 psi. About 55 to 60 is what I do. Basically, when the needle's straight up and down. To be quite honest. Well, I guarantee it's about 120 right about now.
Yep. Man, that was cool.
Turn that off. It's front.
There we
That's
go.
it. So now it's just cleanup time from all the mishaps or any kind of spillage. You put some alcohol on it, wipe it up, and you don't have any more stickies on the table.
Now, you said you're going to end up doing a second pour with that one.
What's that?
You're going to end up doing a second pour.
I might. It depends. If that looked like, I mean, it was higher than I thought it was going to be, but we'll see how far with that pressure on it that it absorbs into the wood.
Cool.
Because it will absorb a little bit in there. Oh,
Nice. Well, that was really cool.
That was awesome.
so that's what a pour consists of. I mean, if you got molds, I would recommend to heat up your molds. What's going on, JPP? Always heat up molds. I didn't on that particular one, but it's a very, very large casting. I did heat up my blank. So if you're doing hybrid blanks, usually you want to stabilize them. Make sure that they're warm, and that way you don't get any separation. You'll see it like if you don't heat up your blanks, your molds, and you cast into them, especially when you're doing pins or a mass blank, they'll actually peel up right on the edges because the temperature differences.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I could see that.
So there it is.
Cool.
Well, I'll demold that probably tonight. I'll demold it and I'll put some pictures on Instagram for it. So if you want to see what it looks like, catch it out on Instagram. I'll put it in a story, whatever, on Instagram, and that's it.
Nice. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in, and we appreciate you. All right. Any final thoughts?
That's it.
All right.
Y'all have a good one.
Bye.